Thank you. Thank you for giving me opportunity here on this TEDxKIET platform. And as this is my first TEDx talk, so we always been at the crime scene. And today I'm going to discuss something about what we do at the scene of crime. As you know, this kind of, in the AI era, we all understand that we can do anything with AI. Just put your query on the chat GPT, you will get the answer. But I say that AI knows many things, but doesn't understand anything. AI knows many things, but doesn't understand anything. I say that create my creature with Dr. Ranjeet Singh, a forensic expert, and created like this. कौन सा ऐसा डॉक्टर होगा जो मुर्दा के जाके स्टेथोस्कोप से जांच करेगा? No. So AI know many things. It's us how we are going to use that knowledge. As in the forensic science, we have several branches, and including all that branches from the crime scene to courtroom, making that admissible into the courtroom and making people get conviction or acquittal. Forensic science, we think that it is a tool which is very, very useful for conviction. It is equally important for acquittal. If someone has wrongly implicated, either through the biological evidences, to the any kind of evidences which is received from the scene of crime by the investigating officers. So I always say that when you read in the newspaper that this crime has been solved by this police and superintendent of police has given this bite, we have solved on the basis. You have read that this judge has given the judgment, but the fundamental principle of all these judgment investigation go through the pathway of forensic science, and we become sometime unsung hero. We go at the scene of crime, and from collection of evidences to analysis into the lab room, sending that interpretation to the court and getting good judicial outcome from the court is very, very important. And as you all think that forensic science, when we talk about the forensic science, we think that we play with a dead body. We play with a dead body. And what we digital forensic expert do, cyber forensic expert do, we also do the investigation of the dead body. And sometimes we can say it's a body part. And that body part can be a detachable body part. This is a detachable body part. We cannot live without this body part. And this mobile phone is a detachable body part, and we do postmortem of this detachable body part in the cyber forensic investigation. And there are lots of myth and misconceptions about the forensic science, that one forensic expert can do anything. And this misconception was created by my great friend, Dr. Salunke. And he is the one, Narendra Gupta, he is the one who created lots of doubt that one expert can do everything. No, it is not possible. Forensic science has several branches. We need several expertise. And to remove these misconceptions, I used to provide my services to the Bollywood in the form of forensic cinematography. And we started with the Delhi crime, where if you remember this scene, the investigating officer said that forensic वाले भी crime scene पे आते हैं, पहली बार सुना है. So DCP मैडम को पता नहीं क्या हो गया है, forensic वाले बोलते हैं कि अपने लड़कों को भेज कुछ evidence collect करने हैं. Collection of proper evidence are direction to the forensic cinematography, reaching with a more powerful impact with the movie forensics. From fingerprint development to the advanced technology called DNA phenotyping, we have tried to show in this movie with an accurate scientific methodology by getting a liberty of forensic cinematography, because picture is for the entertainment. If I'm going to show you in the picture that what are the methodology we are going to opt for the DNA, nobody going to watch. You can watch the investigation discovery, you can watch the several other things. So the technology like DNA phenotyping, if you find the blood from the scene of crime, I can reconstruct your face. Such kind of technology is existing in the world, like Parabellum laboratory of the US they are doing, although this technology we do not have the India, but concept, the science which we have, we try to show into this movie. Then again, being a forensic expert, going into the courtroom, teaching to the students, particularly I love the student. So forensic science play a very, very important role from crime scene to the courtroom, every places. And this event with the theme, 1,000 tomorrow, and with the 1,000 tomorrow, that all we do into the forensic science. We connect the dots. We collect the evidence from the crime scene. We do analysis of this evidence from the crime scene. And then we submit to the court for getting a justice which may comes tomorrow. So our analysis comes with a continuity, connections, even sometime we use a common sense. Forensic science is all about the comparative science, comparing two things. One find from the scene of crime, one find from the accused person or suspected individuals. And sometimes it is important to connect these dots. When we connect these dots, submit these evidences to the courtroom, court can rely. And that's why this is the only profession. Even being an unsung hero, we called as an expert. You will not find any profession where you get the title of expert. So we feel proud to serve the society with our acumen, with our knowledge, with our requirement of the justice system, because it's required to have the continuity to give the proper judiciary outcome. And do we provide only for the conviction? No. Our role is equally important for the acquittal. When the cases, several cases where the people have been wrongly convicted, the Innocence Project required a very high time in the country like India, where the people have been wrongly convicted, their evidences has not been properly analyzed. They have even given the highest punishment, and later it was proved that they are not at all involved in such crime. So where forensic play a very, very important role by having the continuity of that connections which we are looking for our tomorrow. We are looking for our judgment because the crime has changed. Earlier, police officers go at the scene of crime. Being a police officer's son, I can relate that. My father used to go at the scene of crime. They collect the evidence. Now the evidence has changed. This physical evidence is converted into the digital data. Digital evidences. You can do the crime by sitting in your room, or you can do the crime by sitting into some other country. So these kind of, we do not have the visible evidences at the scene of crime. We are going to get the invisible data. People are searching on the internet. We have to look out for the web browser history that either the person has actually committed the crime by such kind of things or not. So what kind of crime is in the trend? So the number one is a stolen identity. Someone is coming with a fake identity to give you that they can solve your all problem. You just have to give your phone number, date of birth, they will tell you everything. And from where the trap start. Give a like, you will get 150 rupees, where the trap start. And all these traps going to play a very, very important on attacking your reputation. And that is the cyber criminal are doing. They are creating a greed, then they are taking your need, and then they are attacking on your reputation. And where the reputation we go, always the crime like in a country like India, where we have the crime like sextortion, which is on a very high level. The old age people, they are losing money in crores, but they are not able to complain because of the social stigma, because of the society not going to accept them with the things, because the digital crime evidences are not existing. But yes, it's our responsibility being a digital forensic expert and to dig out such evidences, to take out such important evidences from the mobile phone data and give the justice to them. Because these data comes into the several form. The metadata, we have to look for the digital footprint. What is the algorithm they use, timestamp they have used. Particularly earlier when you see in the movie that someone has confessed, now the confession is nothing. They can go and deny in the courtroom. They are not going to admit anything which they have said to the police officers. So confession is gone. Now we are looking for the scientific confession with the tools like LVA, layered voice analysis, with the tools like micro expression analysis. If I say you have a 10 crore in your account, you say no, I don't have. So your eyebrow, your body language, everything will change. So such kind of investigation, scientific investigation is coming because our new law has implemented from 1st July 2024 that a forensic expert visit, their investigation is very, very required and compulsory. Earlier it was a voluntary. Now when the things become a compulsory, then we always follow. And that is a, you can say the irony of our country. Earlier, the importance of forensic science was in the sensitive cases, but now it is compulsory. If the conviction is 7 years or more than 7 years, you have to call forensic expert at the scene of crime so that scientific evidences can be collected, and particularly the digital evidences, those who are very volatile in nature. You can format your phone from the distant, you can remotely access your phone, you can delete all the data, and you can understand the technology, equipment, and the mindset of our investigating officers. They're not the techno-legal people. So, in the country like India, we need to create more and more people with the technology and the legality. So, techno-legal expertise is very, very important to solve any such crime, because that evidences which we have collected required to have the proper scientific opinion so that court can understand the fact. They do not give any judgment just on the basis of assumptions. So assumptions can be ruled out if we are going to use the scientific evidences. And the crime, particularly in the cyber crime, where the industry, all industry is going through the cyber fraud, deepfake crime, many such kind where the people are giving the tips on the gambling, cryptocurrency, and particularly the lottery scam. And we are very grateful, very thankful to the cyber criminal that we do not share such information to our colleague. Otherwise, वो भी करोड़पति बन जाएगा. And we want to have the Fortuner key and everything photograph in our email, and we want to give just 3,556 rupees as a transportation fee. And from here the trap start. When the trusted contact give you such kind of information. So what every, as in the forensic science, one very important principle we follow, like when I'm walking, I'm leaving my footprint. When I'm shaking hand, I'm leaving my touch DNA with you. If I'm touching something, I'm leaving my fingerprint. If I'm talking to someone, I'm giving my digital impression to the investigating agency. So low-card exchange principle apply in all kind of forensic science, either digital forensic, physical forensic, or any. And on all these things, we have to collect the evidence so that police agency can take a proper action on it. Because nowadays, artificial intelligence, which know many things but doesn't understand anything, where we need to use our expertise, because now artificial intelligence become a new detective, either in the CCTV analysis where we have a huge database. Impersonation crime is on a very high. So all these things are, AI is going to helpful to detect. It's not easy, but it's not difficult. Because if you give the proper information to the artificial intelligence, they are going to give you the best and best result. So the technology can protect you if you are using this into the proper way. If you are not using, because what we do, we want everything in the free. We never think that someone is sending APK free में Netflix पे movie देखो. It's not possible. They are sending some APK from which they are getting access of your data. And such kind of information we are very happily accepting. You are getting such kind of information, such kind of APK, we are downloading, and we want to watch everything in the free. And that's why when nothing is free in this digital world, if you are using maybe a 15 GB Gmail giving you the storage size, they are taking your data. They are taking your data to have the algorithm so that they can sell you the application accessing your microphone, and they are reading your browser history. On that basis, they are giving the AdWords. And that is important, that innovations with the responsibility. When being a forensic expert, you want to do something innovative, because you all are the technical students, and those who wants to do something into the cyber security, into the cyber forensics, you have to be very responsible for creating any such things, because these three pillars is very, very important, where in the forensic science we are going to use the science law. So science with law will never a flaw. And the law give a justice to unsung hero like us. And that is a very, very important aspect, because India is a country where we have a lots of connections. We all have 2 connections. We all have 3, 4 accounts, 3, 4 emails, 2 mobile phone compulsory. So sometimes even Google think that world population is, less than email account. So these kind of information is very, very important, so that people can, through the forensic science, they can get the justice, dignity, truth with a closure. With this, I'm grateful to discuss with you, and thank you so much for giving me opportunity on this wonderful platform. Thank you.